Dave McVita. If you've been to our website at 799cool.com, you may have seen our post there concerning intermittent sand and compressor operation. In that post, we discussed how to diagnose and adjust sand and compressor clutch gaps. Today we have a sand and compressor out of a New Holland swather mounted up in a vise so you can better see how this procedure is done. We recommend that you do it in your machine itself because it's a relatively simple fix, and you can use your belt tension as well as the power from your AC system to power up the clutch and hold it to remove the shaft nut. We're going to go ahead and zoom in on this now so you can better see how it's done. Okay, I have a 12-volt battery charger hooked up here for a power source. We're going to go ahead and turn that on, and under normal conditions your compressor clutch should close. We'll have to apply pressure to it, and there you can see it closed up. You can hear the click. I'll do that again. Okay, we're going to use our power source on the AC system itself if it's mounted up on the machine, of course, and the belt tension as well as the power source will hold that shaft so that you can remove the nut. We'll go ahead and remove the nut now. And turn off our power. We don't want to leave the power on because if you have the power on, you can damage the springs when you go to pull against the shoe. You mount up our steering wheel puller here, and you want to make sure your bolts are even so that you have a nice straight pull on the shaft. We use 1/4 bolts for this. In some cases you're going to find you have to blow the holes out because of debris that's accumulated in there. Okay, now we go ahead and remove our shoe. Okay, and here's the shims. Now in this case, I've added a shim to increase this clutch gap for the demonstration. They come in varying thicknesses, and generally you're going to have to take these out and take one out at a time and give it a try. Sometimes you get it the first time, sometimes you have to do it a couple times. Now we had 2 shims in here prior to this, so I know that that will work. So we'll go ahead and reinstall those 2 shims. Okay, we've removed our puller from the shoe, and look at your shaft here and you can see there's a keyway in it, and you've got to make sure that lines up with the groove in the clutch shoe. Okay, we're going to go ahead and install that. Sometimes you can go ahead and push this shoe in by hand. If it won't go in to where you can get it, the nut on the thread, go ahead and tap it on a little bit with a block of wood and a hammer. Don't get too carried away there. You can do damage to the shoe as well as the shaft, so be careful with that. I'll go ahead and install the nut. Now when this gets down fairly close, we can apply power again, close that up, and use that to hold our pulley in the shaft. Okay, that pretty much concludes that operation. We'll power it up here, and you can see and hear that that clutch is closing properly. One of the things you need to check for is whether or not you have drag on the clutch pulley itself. Go ahead and put a wrench on the shaft nut and turn it over and see if it's dragging at any point. Another thing that I always do is go around and push on the edge of the shoe and make sure that it will actually deflect a little bit. That lets me know that I do have a gap there. Now with this being off the machine, obviously I can spin the pulley and tell that way. You could do the same thing by backing off your belt tension. Sometimes it's fairly simple to do, and you can go ahead and do that. In the event that you find that your gap is not there, in the case of taking out too many shims or too thick of a shim, where you don't have any give at all around, in one spot on your shoe, go ahead and pull the shoe back off. If you've taken out a heavier shim, go ahead maybe and put that back in and remove a thinner shim. And usually a couple times pulling it off and readjusting, I'll get it, within a couple tries. You can purchase these shims separately. I found that most parts houses don't stock them, so you'd have to order them, or perhaps go talk to a service technician in one of the shops, one of your local shops, and see if they don't have any in their toolbox or something. I usually, when I change out a clutch, I'll go ahead and throw any extras in my box, so I always have some on hand.
Well, that concludes our demonstration on sand and compressor clutch adjustment. I hope you found it beneficial. For more information on this and other air conditioning tips, go to our website at 799cool.com and sign up for our periodic newsletter. We'll keep you up to date on new posts and new videos as they become available. Thanks for watching.